Hello and welcome back to the last set of games on round 5 from MoAre3. We have seen Loisa beat Slam 3-1 and Loisa advancing to round 6. And now it's time to determine his opponent for round 6. It's gonna be either Miguel or Chris, and we're gonna go into these games right now as soon as I can click here, and there we go. And pause this, let's start. We have some messed up scoreboard here, not sure what that's about. I'm on something wrong. Let's see. There we go, that's better. Byzantines war, as expected actually, that's nothing new to us. First game of each set. A lot of times we've seen Byzantines. I don't think I have to explain anything here. Let's start with the maps. Miguel playing in red, got 4 deer inside, 1 boar inside, a second in the back here, missing a few sheep, but I think he's seen them already. No, not yet. He's gonna find them eventually. Extra berries on the back, and a lot of space, a lot of nothing in here. Not too good for him. Main goal to the front, second stone inside. Yeah, he should be able to take this for safety for quite some time. A second goal just in front of the main goal outside, and a third goal outside as well, close to the main stone, which is on the side. Yeah, not the best map for him because all the resources are forward. He should have a good start, and I think he can push if he wants to, because with the deer inside, 4 deer inside is really awesome, and you can get up really fast. And then we have 2 relics close to him, but we can see Chris is not far away and they're pretty close towards each other. And 2 more relics on the bottom side and 1 a little bit closer to Chris, I think, here on the top side. We have 2 extra goals on the map, and they're on the bottom, as expected actually. And we have Chris with his map. Chris doesn't have a big base, that's not too good for him. Also got 3 deer inside, I think it's 3. Second boar coming in, didn't have to delete a wall or anything. Main goal is on the side here, he should be able to take it. Second goal a little bit forward, but inside it's good. And we have the main gold, which he should be able to protect without too much of a problem. Second gold and third gold on the right hand side as well. All his gold is here actually. If Miguel could push here or like at the castle up, Chris will be off gold, and that will be very hard to play as the Byzantines. Let's see what's going to happen, how players are going to play it. I think I haven't seen this game, so I'm not sure. I know that game 4 was broken, but was fixed. I could get it fixed somehow. There is a fix on your zone to fix recording games that just have a wrong header or something. Chris got the deer in up to feudal age first, going on 25 population. Miguel apparently going on 27. 1 villager. Yep, there we go. It's okay, got all the deer in as well. Let's see what players are scouting right now, what they can see. Miguel has found the 2 relics that he should be able to get, but Chris going up earlier could mean that he's gonna lose those relics. I think Chris has seen these relics as well. Yeah, there we go. Scouting the base from Miguel now. You can see the main gold and the second gold here. He also can see the third gold, so he knows by now all the golds for his opponent are outside. He's gonna find the extra golds. Maybe he's seen more relics. Perfect. He can see all the relics. It's good for him. Scout fight coming in. Let's see. Miguel probably with a better shot. There we go. And a little bit slower because Castle Edge coming up for Chris. He lost the scout. Miguel, I think, was patrolling maybe. Chris wasn't. I'm not sure. Never know who's gonna win these things. Blacks from the market for Chris. I'm assuming the same thing happening for. Oh no, stable is up for Miguel. Interesting. Going a different approach here. Looks like he doesn't want to go too aggressive in the monks and 1 TC play, but rather go maybe a few TCs then, 3 TC mini boom as the Byzantines. If you survive long enough, the booming against 1 TC power play really is very strong. On the other hand, 1 TC power play, if you go in with monks and can convert a lot of stuff, you really are dead at some point in the game. Let's see what's going to happen. Chris, of course, up to Castle Age first with less population, 26 villagers, and lost the scout. Sent the a little bit too early. I'm sure he wants to get monasteries out, deleting a piece of wall. Let's see if he's going very aggressive or just a little bit. That's a little bit for me. Rewalling this with the monasteries here. Miguel, of course, can see this, and Miguel, does he have more scouts out? 3 military units, it's 2 scouts inside the stables. He's not showing Chris for now, so he might be able to snipe a few monks. Of course, Miguel in feudal age, only advancing to castle age now. Chris knows that there's 1 scout outside, but he also knows that he's earlier with the monks, with the monasteries, so he might try and get the relics, which means Miguel could snipe a few monks here. Town center coming up on the wood line, close to the berries, very nice position in my opinion. And Chris Chris has built a gate. That's building a gate. It's costing 30 stone. I don't think he's gonna go more TCs. Looks like one TC play to me. Miguel going with the TC on the berries here. Very nice. And most likely now TC coming up close to the main gold later on a little bit because Monastery coming up first. And the first conversion, the first fight happening. Miguel losing one scout, killing a monk. He's gonna kill a second monk, and he might be able to kill. No, not killing the converted scout. He's got one more inside, and Chris stopping the scout, trying to keep the gate open. It's not happening, or maybe it is. Let's see. Interesting. Nice play here. Maybe should heal the scout a little bit, but Chris is going aggressive, and the open gate is helping him a lot here. Has to go back for now, and yeah, now it's coming up to micro, and who is going to get the better shots here. Miguel, 3rd TC up, let's see, not on the main gold, but in the back on the wood line. Chris 1 TC, or does he give 2nd? Oh, now Miguel going with a lot of scouts here, killing a few monks, not losing, only using one scout to conversion. Gonna go for a last monk, and has to go back with the scouts again, because the Miguel scouts are injured, and Chris can hunt them down. Of course, Miguel now with his own monk, is gonna try and convert a little bit, probably now heal the scouts here. Chris still no relic, and that's not good for him. Sending more monks. He's got a siege workshop. He is getting another TC on the main stone here and the wood line. Nice position. Not going full power play here, 1 TC, which is hard to play. Of course, Chris can do anything. I think he has been in the game for so long, but we won't see this one. Miguel going for wheelbarrow now, has 2 more villagers. That's not too many. Of course, he has done a lot of scouts here. He's lost quite a few already, and now Chris getting the first relics in, trying to snipe monks again. No conversion yet. I think Miguel might lose 1 scout maybe. Yeah, there we go, another conversion, and the monk is not going down. Good job for Chris, actually. He's losing a few monks, but I think it's easier to get 100 gold and 80 food in this point in the game, because you want to use your food on villagers as much as you can, and early game it's really hard to get a lot of scouts out. I'm assuming that... oh no, Miguel doesn't have a market, and that means he's doing a lot of villagers as well as the scouts here. 21 minutes he can do it, but that's why he doesn't have too many wills. And Chris with 2 TCs, the same amount of villagers. He is on stone, of course, and 3rd TC coming up for him as well. While he's collecting more relics, he's got 2 in already, going for number 3 now. Mangonel is out for him, and a few monks. Looking good here for Chris. Now Miguel doing the smart thing, I think, going for a 2nd stable and light calf. He wants to deny the monk rush, maybe. I'm not sure. Miguel should know that Chris is not doing the full monk rush, but let's see how he's going to react here. Resources not looking bad for him. Miguel, a good amount of gold in the bank. Is he doing more monks? Not for now. Sanctuary is not done for him. Interesting. Could do it if he wants to go more monks, but for now, just putting a little bit of pressure on, just to make sure, Miguel, I'm here. Don't think you're safe. And Miguel at the same time, still booming up from 3 TCs. Few villagers, only 2 villagers in gold. That's... ooh, yeah, I'm not sure about this. Because if Chris is finally going to push the main gold, then Miguel might run into problems here. And Chris is on stone with 4, 5, 6, 5 villagers. He is going to be able to get a castle up. But TC number 4 coming up for him now. A few more houses, a lot of farms being put up. Looks like Chris wants to boom even more than Miguel here. Wheelbarrow coming in for Chris only now. And I think it won't be happening too much. Nice army here for Miguel. He's going out right now. And I think he is going to clear this. Shouldn't have too much trouble. I'm not sure if any conversions there. It doesn't look like it. I think that's only the remaining scouts for Chris here. And Miguel killing a lot of monks, destroying the mangonels. Good job for him. He might go aggressive now. Siege workshop coming up immediately. He's taking map control. While Chris has 5 relics in the monasteries, he's gonna lose them now because the light gap are there. Let's see how Chris is going to. I think he's bought a little bit of stone. And price going up, yeah, putting up a castle. Mangonel is in the back here, and with the castle he might want to try and save the relics. I think he should get a monk and put the relics somewhere in the back maybe. But Miguel, good job here. Going with monks on the left side now to see if he can get any conversions and to see what what's going on Chris' base here. Manganel hunting the monks down. Let's see. Yeah, Miguel's out in time. And his castle will be up very soon. On the other side, Miguel has enough resources almost to go to Imperial Age. He's doing a TC outside now. Might build a gate here. There's still only 5 villages in gold. He's skipping the monk rush completely. Haven't seen that too often in Byzantines wars. One player isn't going, practically isn't going for monks at all. Husbandry coming in, and I think he should click up to Imperial Age anytime now. Just missing a little bit of gold. It's actually enough for him. There we go. Click up for Miguel. Sadly, I don't see. No, there we go. There it is. Chris, resources looking good. Missing a little bit of food, but not much. He could click up very soon as well. And I think that's going to happen anytime. There we go. Click up for Chris as well. And Chris, 4 more villages than Miguel. That's amazing. Miguel, of course, having the light cav in play. Still a bit of army out. That's good for him. I'm not sure what players are going to do now. If we're going to see the Arbalest maybe. Both players have to go. It's quite forward, so will depend on who is going to rush here. With a little bit of stone for Miguel coming in now as well. Wants to get a castle up, most likely, especially to trap the castle here down from Chris. Chris not bringing the relics back, and probably has other things to do at this point in the game. Let's see, Miguel is building archery range as expected, a siege workshop coming forward. That's TC number 4 I think for him, and now he's got a lot of villagers on the main gold, and a good amount of farms up. Woodkin arrow, padded archer armor for the players, and archery range is also coming up for Chris. We're gonna see the Arbalest, most likely also lead skirmishers quite early. Crossbowman for Chris right now. University coming up for him, wants to get ballistics ASAP. Chris is going crossbowman. Let's see if Miguel is gonna do crossbow or maybe a lead skirmisher. Both an option. Chemistry first and 2-man sword. Does he want to go hand cannoneers maybe? Interesting choice here. He hasn't done fletching or anything. Looks like waiting for chemistry, doing gunpowder units. I'm probably gonna go Hussar at some point in the game because he's got a lot of light cav out in play still. More archer ranges coming up, and still not having enough stone for a castle, but can't take too long. Few outposts on left hand side now for Chris. I like the decision here. Also a castle up on the 2nd and 3rd gold. Good job here. Arbalest fully upgraded, missing chemistry on the not fully upgraded, missing chemistry. Probably thumb ring, and of course the armor upgrades. Now Hussar is done for Miguel, as expected. Lead skirmisher coming in for Chris, and this should be interesting because Chris using 2123 population. Miguel now got enough stone for a castle almost. Nice mangonel shot and bombard cannon shot as well. Now he's doing hand cannoneers. I'm not sure if this is going to work. The bombard cannon is going down. Hussar +1 defense only. Hand cannoneers against Arbalest and lead skirmishers, but the Hussars might make a difference here. One monk on the right side, just to get a little bit of line of sight here, a little bit of information about the map. More stables coming up because Miguel can see my opponent is on the lead skirmishers now. Trap is out for Chris. Miguel still not building a castle, but Chris not really pushing hard now, just from safe distance, destroying the first buildings, going for siege workshops himself, going for his third gold. And Captain coming from Miguel is going for a different form of siege. See mangonel out in the traps. We have bombard cannons, and that's a lot of bombard cannons already. That's 4. Trap is going to go down really, really fast. There we go. Technically sniping it with 1 shot. 4 from 1 shot each. Elite skirmisher now also for Miguel. He realized hand cannoneer probably not the best it's a unit choice to go into late Imperial Age. And siege trap for both players. Bracer now coming up for Miguel as well. He's doing elite skirmishers, but at this point in the game, Chris doing captram, and this has captrams out and is pushing now. I like the decision. Chris still with 5 relics in the bank. That's not good for Miguel. I think he should have pushed the monasteries in Castle Age maybe and try to get the relics in. Won't happen now. And Chris with a good amount of army, 51 military units, also good amount of villagers, 115, 120 for Miguel. Not really a difference. units. Chris now doing light cav and scale warding armor, crop rotation coming in. Siege rams are attacking already. And does he have... Oh, redemption is done for Chris. Converting a bombard cannon with the 12 range. Not yet, but might happen very soon. And Miguel losing a few buildings. Chris with a very good game here. Miguel kind of passive, not sure why. Now the siege rams are coming out. And he's building a castle somewhere, protecting the gold, somehow at least. And still taking stone without any problems. Siege ram fight now, hussars against elite skirmishers, but nice here, the arbalest crumbled up and gonna kill a lot of units. Elite skirmishers for Miguel only moving forward very slowly. Now I think Chris has to go back a little bit, getting more skirmishers, and Miguel with more siege rams. That's his disadvantage at this point in the game. Oh, Chris losing a lot of units actually. Miguel with more army, a lot more army at this point. And trap is still up, but doesn't really matter. And Chris, not sure why and how he lost this little battle. Miguel resources looking very strong. Chris, no, the same thing. And stables now coming up for Chris on the right hand side. And a few houses being built on the left. Siege rams moving forward for Miguel. Elite skirmishers and hussars in play. The arbalest are gonna mainly hit the siege rams unless they are microed. Mangonel in play, we might see Onager maybe later on. Cavalier coming in for Miguel, that's a very interesting option for him, but a very good one in my opinion. Cavalier and Paladin and Byzantines were very strong and can be very strong as long as nobody's going any pikes helps. Doesn't look like it for now. Chris only doing the light cav, might go for hussars very soon. Of course, against the elite skirmishers, you want to get some sort of cavalry out, and the hussars are very good against them. Paladin even better. Cavalry will be done for Miguel. I'm interested to see how many stales does he have, and is he producing knights already? No, for now, hussars coming in. Resources still looking good, but Miguel with more military out, 20 more military units, pushing with a lot of siege rams again, and stables coming forward now. Nobody really taking map control, but looking a little better for Miguel, who's in the score lead at this point as well. And Chris, still a good amount of resources, a good amount of gold, but producing a lot of light cav here, though he's spending all his food. Arbor is still alive, and it's mainly siege rams now that are fighting each other. Paladin upgrade coming in for Miguel. That's amazing. That's really awesome to see. I guess in one of the back stables. Where is it? No. Make sure that he doesn't lose. No, it's in the back here. Okay, there we go. And now Chris getting more military units out in the field. Looking good. A lot of elite skirmishers for him now as well. A few siege rams coming in. Trap moving forward. Might try to hit the castle here. Hussar coming in for Chris. At the same time, Miguel with Paladin. If he can get enough Paladins out on the field, I think Chris is going to lose a lot of army here, because he's not going to expect this. Of course, Byzantines could go camels, but not really. And we're gonna wait for Paladin upgrade and look if Miguel can hold long enough, because Chris now looking better again, a few more units, good amount of siege rams in play as well. Miguel trying to go towards the trap. Trap is only now hitting the castle. Miguel is on an extra gold and tried to go the second one as well, but Chris castle out now, a few cataphracts, just a little bit of military out. First Paladin's coming in, Paladin upgrade is done. The research bar is a little bit behind here, it doesn't really matter. And let's see how Chris is going to react actually. Doing monks immediately. He one siege ram on the monasteries. Oh, he's going to lose two relics at this point in the game and might lose more. Is he going for, let's see, any sort of camels or no? No, still hussars. I think not pikemen either. He will try and deal with the paladins by using monks maybe, but it will be really hard. The arbalest are okayish against the paladins, but there's a lot of elite skirmishers. And I think Chris will be in trouble here. He is not doing camels, he's not doing knights of his own. The cataphract's not really an option at this point. Has to go back, losing a lot of units. Miguel right now 20 more military units compared to Chris. Hitting the castle on the left hand side, siege ram moving forward as well. Miguel is taking map control. The paladin was a really strong idea. Nice performance here for Miguel. And Chris now needs to defend. Question is, will he be able to push back? Will he be able to defend from the paladin push here? Maybe should have reacted doing pikemen and halberdier. Still got a good amount of resources in the bank, still producing a lot of units. But hussars only, castle will stay up. It's good for Chris. Same time, Miguel is moving into to the base, getting monastery out and trying to take the relics now. Chris, not sure, he's not getting enough units out at the moment. 33 military units, he's losing a lot of units. Now villagers gathering into the TC to have a little bit more fire. And calling GG because he wasn't able to complete just the sheer amount of army from Miguel here. Very strong play by Miguel. Paladin was a strike of genius in my opinion. Very, very good for him. Nice decision making here, and he was holding long enough, getting enough gold in the bank to get the Paladin upgrade. Not going too aggressive, both players staying rather defensive the whole game long, but very interesting one to see, kind of different sort of Byzantines war here, and Paladin in the end fully upgraded for Byzantines here, deciding the game. Very, very strong play. I hope you enjoyed this one. It was a very good one in my opinion, and see you in game 2. GG.